Hey guys, so I figured I'd do a little get ready with me kind of style video today to see how you can get this face look. It's very colorful in the eyes and kind of like a creamy orange lip going on. Very pastel-y, very spring. I just kind of did it impromptu. It was a get ready with me, so keep watching if you want to see how I did this look for today's makeup tutorial, and I tell you everything I use in the video. I just kind of talk at you. It's not like my usual photo tutorials, so let me know if you like it, and here it is. So I'm just going to talk you through what I do. I don't plan on editing it too much. I just kind of want it to be like you're getting ready with me. Of course in my kitchen, because that's where the good lighting is in this tiny little house. So if I'm reaching that direction, it's because all my makeup stuff is over there. I would show you, but we have a lot of dirty dishes and it's not sightly. Anyways though, first step is to pull your hair back with a headband or clips or whatever. I'm going to use my cat ear one to be fun today. Cute. I'm going to raise that up a little bit more so that, there we go. Awesome. Okay, so this is meant to be like a full face thing. I was going to call it all about that base and have it just be like foundations and things that I do because I haven't done one of those yet, but then I figured why not just do the whole face, so I'm just going to have you guys get ready with me. I need to grab a mirror. I'll be right back. Okay, so I grabbed my handy dandy little cake mirror from Forever 21. Super cute, so we're ready to go now. The first step that I think is important to everything is primer. So I have my MAC Prep-In Prime Natural Radiance Primer. I really love this stuff, and I'm going to be applying it with a Sigma Duo Fiber F50 brush. So I'm going to try and get close-ish here so y'all can see what's going on, although this step's not that exciting. I should turn my phone on vibrate. Anyway, so you just pump it out right onto your hand. It doesn't seem like a lot, but one squirt is totally all you need, I promise you. And then I just dab a little bit on here and start working it into the face. Like I said, a little bit really does go a long way, so please don't use more than one squirt. It might feel better, it might feel like you're getting more on your face, but it's really not doing you any good. And then I like to do mine on the jawline just a little bit because I like to blend my makeup there, so anything left over I just kind of swivel around. Chai is like sitting by my feet right now, like wrapping her legs around my ankles. Ooh, and bumping the camera. Chai. Okay, cool. So that step's super easy. Super great. Next step for me is foundation. A lot of people like to use cover up before they use foundation. I like to do foundation and then see what I need to cover up afterwards. I think that that's a better plan. Chai is going crazy. Anyways, so okay, I'm using my Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Plus. I'm color 25, which is some shade of light with pink undertones, and I'm going to be applying it with my Beauty Blender. Don't forget to get these things damp first. They work way better that way. So, kind of like the primer, what I do is I just squirt a little dollop on my hand. Once again, you don't really need much, a ton of this stuff. This is probably all I need, and so I just dab a little bit and start dabbing away. And then any spots you feel like might look a little oily or might need a little bit more, go ahead and add more. I'm feeling good right now because I am going to finish off with the finishing powder. So next I am using, I've had this for forever, it is a Maybelline Instant Age Rewind little thing like this. I use this as an under eye concealer. And then I just use the pointy end of my same beauty brush, so I just go ahead and swab some of that on there, and then, you know, and then after I do that, I'm taking this Clinique cover-up thing I've had this for years. I honestly don't even know if they sell it anymore. I'm putting that on any imperfections that you might want to cover up. And then blend away. This time I'm using the pointy end so I can really get into the nooks and crannies. But don't forget to blend it out. Okay, there we go. Looking a little less sleepy now, thank goodness. It will be so nice someday when I have a desk and I don't have to keep leaning over. Anyway, so now that we're all covered and everything, the next step that I like to do is blush. Just throw that on really quickly. The blush that I'm using is a Mary Kay Sparkling Cider color. I really, really love this color of blush. It is so beautiful. And it goes really kind of well with pastels or something, which is something that I'm wearing today. So for this, I am using my Sigma F40 Large Angled Contour. So I just get a little bit, don't forget to tap it off. And then from your cheeks all the way to your hairline for a nice even blush. And then check in the mirror, because doing it with your video camera is not that great. A lot of people apply more blush than I do, but I just kind of like a natural look. If you feel like you have a little too much, or it could stand to be blended, I just like to take the end of my beauty blender and do one or two, you know, just a few little dabs across. I feel like that helps it look a little bit more natural. Sorry if it's a little bright in here. I'll try and fix that when I edit it. Next step is brows. Are brows? Is brows something? It's brows. So I like to do brows before I do eyeshadow, just because, I don't know, because that's the way I am. So I'm using my MAC Lingering Eyebrows pencil. The color's Lingering. It's not called Lingering Eyebrows pencil. So it looks like this. And I'm going to just go ahead and do what I do. I actually have a specific photo tutorial for this. If you're interested, I'll link that. It's on my blog, so. Okay, once you've got the outline pretty even and you look like a psychopath, next step that I do is I go in and I fill in my eyebrows with an eyeshadow, actually, from my Urban Decay Naked palette. I use the Shadow Naked. It looks kind of light compared to my eyebrows, but I think it's important to keep in mind that you probably don't want something as dark as your eyebrows when you fill it in. So I'm using a Sigma Small Angled Brush E65. Looks like that. And I just gather a little bit of that. And then I fill them in. Okay, and once that's all done, I just like to check and make sure they're even. Like this one looks like it has a little bit more of an arch than that one ended up having. So I have this cute little hedgehog thing that I like to keep my pointed Q-tips in. And so I just go back with the pointed Q-tip and I just like to even things out. And this is often a lot easier to do in a larger mirror. But my vanity is in my bedroom where the horrible lighting is. So I will attempt to look like a sane person with my small mirror. There we go, looking good, looking even. So after that, I know it looks a little crazy with the eyebrows when I haven't put on any eyeshadow or anything. Ooh, I'm dropping things all over the place. So once I'm done with that, I like to take my MAC Clear Brow Finisher, and this thing is a lifesaver if you have long or crazy eyebrows like I do. So you just take this, and in an upward motion, just trace along, and it holds all your little psycho brows in place. Stuff is irreplaceable for me. I've tried using like the colored brow gels and I just don't like them. So, brow finisher. Next step, since we are going to be doing eyeshadow, is primer. You definitely want to do primer. This is how people have looks that don't crease all day. You need primer. I'm telling you, you need it, please. So, Urban Decay Shadow Primer is my favorite. It's the best one I've ever tried. And it comes in a cute little thing. So what I like to do is I just dab some on, just kind of slide it around up there. Just make sure it's evenly coated. Go back and do the other eye. Just kind of smear that around, like such. And then since this applicator isn't that great, I like to take something just like a small flat brush, like this is a concealer brush, a Sigma F50, and then I like to go back and I just like to kind of work it in. If it looks like it's disappearing, that's fine. It's not. You're not going to be creasy, but I feel like it is better to work this stuff And because your eyelids, believe it or not, are one of the greasiest parts of your face. Crazy. Okay. I'm going to be using, since I'm wearing kind of pastel-y colors today, this is a kid's dress from Zara, I'm going to be using my Too Faced Sugar Pop palette. This is actually the same palette I used in my like little ice cream cone outfit photo thing, which I'll also post a link to if you're interested. It has a lot of really great colors, so I'm planning on doing a tutorial for that specific look, but for today that's not what we're going to do. And this is a mirror of its own, so I plan to use that. And I don't know what I'm going to do, so you're just kind of experiencing this with me. I think I'm going to do a whole eye of the Sugar Plum color. So, why is a face brush sitting with my eye brushes? The insanity. Let's see. Trying to find a brush that isn't dirty. So I'm going to take this. I just got sent this in a glam bag. I don't know what it is. It's a crown brush. I don't know. Anyways, I'm using this fat fluffy end. And I'm going to take this purpley color with it. And this stuff is super pigmented. And please don't forget to tap off your brushes. And then I'm just going to spread that all around the town because it's pretty light. Here, I'll get closer for the eyes so y'all can see what I'm doing. Oops, I forgot to spray my setting spray before doing this. That's fine. So it's just a really light purple going on right now. What do I want to do next? I don't want to do anything really complicated for what I'm wearing. I'm going to take this MAC 219 pointed brush, and I'm going to take the shade Rock Candy, which is just like a really light yellowish white, and that one is super crazy powdery, so I'm just going to put that on the inner eye for some lightness. Blend that out. This just kind of opens up your eye. Ooh, that is a powdery one. So yeah, just blend that on in there. Ooh, and I got a little bit of eye goopies. Don't worry if you do, just make them go away. Okay. So next I'm going to take this Sigma tapered blending brush in an E40, and I'm going to take that orange macaroon color there. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this right in my crease for a nice pop of color. But nothing too super intense, and don't forget to blend it out because it is pretty bright. Then you want to make sure you have an even amount on both eyes and that it's like blended the same. You don't want to be looking like a crazy person. So this is what it looks like so far. Next, I think I'm going to take just a teensy, let's see, what have I got on? I think I'm going to take just a teensy bit of this blackberry right here. And then this is not the brush I want. Okay, I'm going to take this little Sephora brush that I got in a pack with my Sephora haul. And I'm going to take a little bit of the blackberry, which is right here. It's like a very matte, also very pigmented color. And I'm just going to work that right into that orange that we blended and around that corner. So right there and right down there. And I'm really going to blend that as I go. Do the same to the other eye. Ooh, that one powdered a little on my face. That's okay. We can always fix that. Make sure to even it out if one eye is looking a little more intense than the other. If you have any flakies, I just like to take like something like this, like a dual fiber MAC 286, and I just like to fleck them off. Like that one got a little bit on the edge, so I just fleck that away. And then I'm actually going to use the same brush just to blend that purple with the orange a little bit more for a little bit of a softer crease. There we go. So here's what we've got now. Yay. Next, I'm going to take this Sephora angled brush. I super like this one. It's amazing. And I'm just going to take the tiniest bit of this color called Blue Raspberry. Chai! What little darling? She's mad I'm not paying attention to her. And I'm just going to take Blue Raspberry and I'm just going to really... Shh! I'm going to take Blue Raspberry and I'm just going to really lightly etch it along this lower lash line. I don't want too much because I don't want it to be too intense because I am wearing pastels today. Boo boo, what? And then once that's done, we're going to repeat that on the other side. I just can't wait until I have an actual room with a desk so that I can do these and not have to be leaning over like a mad woman. And I'll shut the door and Chai won't bark like a psychopath. Okay, so that is that. Now, since I am wearing pastels today, what I am going to do is I'm going to take this MAC 219 brush, which looks like this, and I'm going to take that same Sweet and Spicy shade we used earlier, this top one, and tap most of it off the brush, and then I'm going to go back and I'm just going to blend it into there so that that looks less vibrant and more pastel, which really makes a difference. If you look, you can tell. So just a teensy bit of that rock candy shade. It is super flaky, and just rub it right into the blue. Okay, that definitely pasteled it up a bit. So I'm actually going to go back to that same Sephora angle brush after we wipe it off, and I'm going to take the Malted Milk Ball color, and I'm going to use some of my MAC Fix Plus, and I'm going to spray it on the brush to get it wet. Obviously, I don't know why else you do that. Just wave it around so it dries a little bit. And I'm going to go to the Malted Milk Ball and I'm going to use it as liner, which is why we got the brush wet. Sometimes I prefer brown to black when I have softer looks like this. So I just really closely want to make a nice line. I've never used this as liner before and it actually is working really well, so. Okay, once you have a nice little line, you can wing it if you want. I'm not going to. Same thing, other side. Okay, so that's what we've got now. Very candy-y, I like it. Next step is going to be mascara, which I totally forgot to grab, so I'll be right back. I lied, next step is not mascara. Next, I'm going to use my Fix Plus and this MAC 187 Duo Fiber brush. And I'm going to spray my face and then I'm going to dab it off just to set everything. I normally do this before I put on eyeshadow, but I totally forgot today. So it's happening in this order. These things always spray so weird, don't they? The step isn't like 800 million% necessary, but I really like this step just for setting everything. So just use a light dabbing motion around the whole face, and it just really sets everything in. But what it also does is it picks up any extra makeup, like powder or anything that you have going on, and it puts that on the brush instead of it being on your face. So this really stops you from looking cakey or creasy, which no one wants to be. I've got a little, ooh, that looks like a little bit of brown eyeshadow decided to stick itself on my face. So I might as well talk about this now. The way I get makeup off my face is sometimes I'll just dampen it by licking it and twirl. Put it on and twirl. Don't wipe because that'll spread it. But if you push and spin the brush, it gets it off much better. So remember that because it's actually super duper useful. Looks like I have a few more spots. Now mascara. This is a little sample of Too Faced Better Than Sex that came in a little kit my mom got me, and this is my new favorite mascara. I am completely obsessed with it. The brush is crazy, and I was like, what is even going on here? There. Get a little better look at it. It's insane. So, mascara next. Whatever, ooh, trying to figure out what angle to do this at. Whatever your favorite mascara may be, go crazy. And a helpful tip no one ever told me was to go up at the center, out at the edge, and in towards your face on the inside. I know a lot of people probably already know that. But when I was young, and no one, not that I'm not young now, but when no one told me that, and I finally read that somewhere, it was completely revolutionary. So, just in case by some freak incident you didn't know that, that is what to do. Also, do you see how crazy awesome this mascara is? Look at this. Check it out. Check it out. Insane. It is amazing. It's also cheaper than some mascaras. I think it's $23 a tube, which may not seem cheap, but it is compared to like some Urban Decay mascaras, and I mean, it's pretty much even with any mascara that you're gonna find of this quality, so I mean, it's gotta be right up there with MAC's. And like I said, this is my new favorite, so I think it's worth it, but it really depends on how much you personally spend on cosmetics, I suppose. Good drugstore mascaras that I've used before that I actually like. Maybelline is okay. I never liked anything CoverGirl. I have one red lipstick by them that I swear by. And that is about it. Otherwise, I'm not a fan of their products. I think they're kind of overrated. Sorry, CoverGirl. Okay, so I did that one with a little more layers than this one, so I'm just going to go back and even out. Okay, see? Amazing mascara. Crazy. Better than sex? Quite possibly. I guess it depends on what kind of sex you're having, but I think it's better than most other mascaras. So I just had a little mini freak out and I thought I never hit record. I was about to die. Okay, so I'm going to do finishing powder really quickly, and then I'm going to do lipstick and we'll be done. I'll let my hair down even though it's totally not done and it looks crazy, but I need to go grab my finishing powder, so I'll be right back. Okay, that was an experience. So I just ordered this from Sephora the other day. I'll do a haul on it. It's a Laura Mercier, Mercy something. It's a little travel size of her finishing powder since I hadn't tried any of it before. And it came with a little poof. I don't like those, so I'm using the same thing I use for my primer. It's the Sigma Duo Fiber F50. And I'm just going to really lightly swirl that. You don't want to get a lot of this, guys. Tap it off, and then I'm just going to just really lightly brush it along my face. And this just sets everything. It keeps you matte, decreases shiny spots, all that good stuff that you want a setting powder to do. But like I said, you really don't need a whole bunch. It's just going to blur any final imperfections. It's just going to keep everything nice. I really like this stuff because then I don't have to use that much foundation. And I think that that keeps me more natural looking. To use a little bit of this, I had a lady in Sephora, and I was actually kind of irritated about it, tell me that I didn't need finishing powder or setting powder, whatever you want to call it, since I didn't have oily skin. I have kind of combination skin, and I would never call my skin oily, but the thing is, I'm setting it to mattify it and to make sure my look stays all day. And this is just clear, this isn't colored, so this works on any skin tone. And stippling motion is a little bit better, I'm realizing. I'm still new with this stuff, but any areas of yours that tend to get shinier through the day, you'll realize I'm doing a lot of my cheeks and forehead. Could just use a little bit Yeah, as you can see, it really kind of matted me up. I'll step back, the lighting might be better, but so. Lipstick and then we're done. So since I wanted to stick with the whole pastel-y thing, I didn't realize I was going to go as crazy on the eyes as I did, but whatever. I grabbed my MAC Cream Sheen in Sweet and Sour. I absolutely love this color. I'm not going to put anything on underneath it because it is a cream sheen, so it's pretty nourishing. This makes it look a little pink. This is orange. I promise you, like a creamsicle. Let me see if I can. It looks orange back here. It is orange. See if I do that? Well, either way, it's orange. So just apply. Doesn't even look, that's so weird. It is very orange, I promise. Okay, once you have your lipstick distributed, what I like to do is I like to go back with a clear, and I like to use a Mary Kay. It's the Mary Kay Clear Lip Liner. Clear Lip Liner is amazing. Woo, I just apparently pulled the end off somehow. If you haven't used it, please use it. It's fantastic. It looks like this, and then just trace. And I like this because it creates that nice finish line of a lip liner without changing the color of your lipstick at all. So with something kind of orangey like this, I'll get closer for you guys. That way it can have that finish line without it looking, you know, a color that it's not. And that's it. So here's the look. Yay! Very colorful, but I like it. I'm wearing this dress today with like a yellow coat. Not the ears. Those were just for funsies. But anyways, I'll do this now, and I find makeup always looks a little less crazy when your hair's down, even though mine's not done. So anyways, I hope you guys really liked this look. Yeah, if you want more video tutorials, please let me know. Check out my blog in the links below if you didn't come here from my blog. And those blog posts I mentioned will be specifically linked down there too. Tell me if you want to see anything specific. Tell me if you want anything else. Oh, Chai is laying on my foot. It is, I'm gonna do this so that y'all can see what's going on. You see Chai on my foot? So cute. Anyways, let me know if you guys want anything. Yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. And thank you for watching.